rather be a D nigga too than do what the D niggas do. Walk in a D nigga's shoes. If you think that you know
Welcome back, another episode of the Tcub Boys.
Yeah.
Your man GP in the building tonight.
Yes, sir.
My man Meech in here with me tonight.
What up, though?
I got my man Black Tone in here with me tonight.
Yo.
And definitely no stranger, but a guest somewhat. But he's a staple in the show, you can say, I guess, at the same time.
Tcub Boys.
Tcub Boys. My man Shorty Bang with 2 G's.
What up, though?
What's the deal?
What's going on, fellas?
Same old shit, man. Gas still high.
Then a motherfucker, man.
Shit,
Higher
bro.
than giraffe pussy.
Man.
God damn.
Shit. What the fuck
Hey,
going on?
do y'all think motherfuckers tricking for gas right now?
Of
I
course.
know they tricking for
Yeah,
gas
They
right now.
been doing that, though.
They was tricking
That's
for
where
gas.
the 40 was going. The whole time. That
Hell
was the
yeah.
gas.
They drive to your house on E with the light
talking,
on.
I'm talking about niggas that get the cars like come through.
No, I got a Camel. I gotta be a Camel.
Hey, listen, fellas, if y'all not getting something for y'all services right now, the way shit is, nigga, a bag of chicken wings is $30 damn there, man.
Chicken high, baby.
That shit, all that shit high. Everything that niggas do high.
Hey, man, make them pay like they way.
Yeah.
Chicken expensive.
Hey, don't sell yourself short, fellas. You provide a service too.
Hey,
Yeah, the service that's needed.
For sure.
that's, remember that one time I was talking about, we should have talked about that. We gonna bring that up. We got to.
We got that.
Because that one makes it, I mean.
But listen, I be telling niggas all the time though. Listen, don't be fooled. She want that thing as bad as you want that thing. So
Yeah,
That's true.
definitely gotta.
Pac said it best. Picture me paying for P when the D's for free.
you feel me? What's that old movie? Pay you. I am Joe Blow. Deliver man. You should be paying me.
I'm so surprised you didn't get that movie.
Yeah, I don't know how. Cause Riverside kept playing in my head. That's all I kept
Side
playing.
motherfucker.
Hey man, how was y'all work week though, man? You know what I'm saying? How was everybody?
I got hurt.
Oh my God, this nigga.
He better than me. I'd have been on the ground screaming. He talking about he can't even lift his shoulder. I'd have.
Yeah, with
Workman's
the
comp,
way he
baby.
described it, it sounded painful to me. I said, ouch.
I'm one of my cousins. You know, he hurt his shoulder back in the day. He, you know, workman
Drained
cranked his
him.
way up out
Right.
of that joint.
Yeah,
Yeah, they took that building up to the motherfucking soil.
One of my, you know, I ain't gotta say no names.
I know a nigga one time I heard his shoulder. He took the signed on the dotted line. It was like, we good?
Yeah, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? I know this man.
It was good doing business with you. Hey, but look,
I should miss you.
this 2 weeks in a row, we ain't gonna keep talking about that one nigga.
Yeah.
We gonna get off him, goddammit.
Man, don't
I
point
wasn't
yourself
here.
out,
I wasn't here
Fuck
last
it,
week.
What we on today?
Shit, you got it, man. What's happening?
I got a question, man.
What's that?
Is it selfish to live the street life and not have life insurance to leave your people behind to be
Damn.
GoFunding me and
Fish fries and
fish
shit.
frying and selling T-shirts when you lived when you was getting money out here, roll these scat packs, all that shit, and you didn't leave nobody to, you know what I'm saying?
Selfish as
Yeah,
fuck.
that's sad.
Definitely selfish.
Yeah, it's definitely selfish.
It's changed though. You know, a lot of the guys I came up with, a lot of us on that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because it helped to provide for the people that you say you hustling for.
Yeah.
It's selfish and downright disrespectful. The audacity of you to flaunt your money like that while you was here, and then when you gone, now you put all that financial pressure and drain on somebody else.
Yeah.
That's bullshit, bro. Listen, I work a regular 9 to 5, and God forbid I'm not trying to go nowhere no time soon, but I should be sent off damn well, and everybody is gonna be happy when I'm in the, when they ain't gonna be
Not
happy in the ground, but
I know what you mean.
they'll be well off.
They'll be
to-
financially stable. Yeah.
Yeah,
They won't have to
think-
struggle to bury you.
I think a lot of the people, man, they not taught, right? Like, we ain't taught that young that life insurance is important.
Because we
you know what I'm
wasn't.
saying?
We lost friends under 20, 25.
Yeah.
None of them had life insurance. We wasn't taught that. We kind of had this conversation earlier that we don't even you don't even mingle with the younger now.
It's
We
tough.
used to hang with our OGs, kinda, sort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The OGs are so distant from this generation now. They can't even learn nothing.
And then you got to think about grandma. The insurance man's always pulling up to
The
grandma
grandma house, yeah.
all the time.
And she was paying for about 2-3 motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit.
The little your wild uncle. she was
12,
paying
at,
for-
12 at my granny house for sure.
Yeah.
12, and I mean count them, 12.
Hey,
Well, when I was younger, my
Her
OG
8
kept
kids and four oldest grandkids, she definitely was paying for that.
my OG kept an insurance policy on me when I was younger. Her own separate. She like, I always keep one on you, boy.
That's
Did
just was.
Do
That,
y'all
they
know this?
should.
This funny right here, but I just thought about this. Have y'all ever noticed like all the insurance men back in the day that was coming to the houses was Caucasian? Y'all ever met any black insurance? It's a
we had
bunch
a
of them
black
now.
Now, right,
we
right
had a
now,
black insurance man.
Y'all
Shit,
did?
grandma and them had 2 different ones though. We definitely had a white guy though.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know.
now you see
That was every
more of them
Saturday
now.
morning.
And they wanna
Every
speak
first
and
Saturday,
everything.
yeah.
That
They want
goes-
to act cool and all types
Yeah,
of
that
shit.
goes with what was saying. Like shit, a lot of people didn't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like learn about it young. You know what I'm saying? And shit, most of the niggas that's living street life, shit, they don't know a lot about a lot of shit, but the streets. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I have to say, I was one of them selfish niggas, like young nigga, early 20, wasn't even 21 yet. Nigga, I wouldn't think about no insurance. Wouldn't even think about insurance on the
On
car.
their health,
Right.
Shit, nigga.
But
shit,
listen to
I
what you
be
said, though,
alright.
nigga. You said young, though, nigga. You learned.
Yeah,
But, nigga, not even just, if you ain't got health insurance, put a bag to the side. Give your mama something to put up that,
got to.
just in case, nigga.
Especially if you got kids, man. Like, come on, man. You got kids out here and
Just
you
to-
willing to move reckless like that?
Just to be
That's
like,
a little much.
just to play like, I ain't gonna say devil's advocate. Just to speak on the other side, you don't think about it. You living fast.
Yeah.
You want to die. You damn near inviting death when you was that young. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You who you didn't care. You know what I'm saying? But for like in my family, we had a few people that did that lived that life. So my grandparents was always ready for that. Like, boy, you ain't about to leave us fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it like that, but,
Yeah, but it
you
is
want to
what it
live
is.
that life, we ain't condoning it, but you know what I'm saying?
most
If you
people
do
think they
check
gonna
out of
live
here, you know what I'm
forever.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah,
like
not
some
growing
people,
up in our areas. We ain't
I mean,
go,
of course, we
70s,
didn't-
like I say in the 60s, 70s, a lot of people, in the way they live, you know what I'm saying, they could see the 80, 90.
But you got a lot of young niggas out here right now that's running the streets. They just know they're gonna live forever.
But
Kind of
think
got
so?
it in their head, like, well, for one, they like think they the nigga that ain't gonna get
the
blue.
toughest nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
I can
do
see
the
them
blowing.
thinking they
You know what I'm saying?
untouchable. I
Yeah,
don't
shit
think
like
they
that.
think they
Like,
go.
because if you kind of know that type of shit, it's like you'll be putting a contingency plan in place. You know what I'm saying? Even not to say that a lot of people really don't like to talk about death because they feel like that's inviting,
inviting,
that shit
yeah.
into their
Death.
life. You know what I'm saying? But making sure that everything is straight don't mean
But think about-
automatically gonna die.
Think about the niggas that's out there that's doing this dumb. Well, they ain't dumb shit, but I mean, they living backwards. The nigga got a lawyer on retainer. He paying that nigga in case he
Well,
in case
son.
in case he get
Son.
catch a case. You know,
I want
But-
to go on a limb and say if a nigga strategic enough to retain a lawyer,
he probably
put
got
He
insurance.
definitely should have a
Because he
insurance
playing
plan.
chess.
Yeah.
No?
Not all of them. Not all of them.
Because a lot of them ain't got lawyers, right?
about
That's
it.
why you see a lot of these niggas down there with mama having to put the house up or,
What about-
you know what I'm saying? Like, in fucked up situations, you know what I'm saying?
We
That just
all
ain't
movie
happening.
buffs at this table.
Right.
Think about all the gangster movies we done watched growing up where Big Dog done told them niggas, make sure you go pay your lawyer. Make sure you do it. You ain't never heard Big Dog tell the nigga, make sure you got all your
Right.
other affairs in order.
Right.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, that's right.
And
That's no
another
doubt.
thing,
No doubt.
another thing in lieu to that, think about the Maserati Ricks. Do we know? Did he have insurance or did they pay cash for that big ass funeral? You know what I'm saying? You
Well, I
just it
think
make you
somebody
wonder.
else,
Somebody else, but that's what I'm
cash
saying.
and
Like,
shit.
but back then they was getting it to a point where that wasn't shit to just cash.
Yeah.
out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the
They
money
really
would be,
was getting
the money
to
would
it.
just be sitting there.
But then we
Yeah.
don't really know though. We don't know
And
if they
fast
had
money.
insurance back then.
And
we don't
fast
know.
money was another thing. Like back then, like that shit was coming so fast. Like motherfuckers just addicted to the high of getting money then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when shit starts slowing down a little bit, like, if you know about a lawyer, it seems like, damn, I want to learn about something else now. If Big Homie just put me up on, hey,
I
nigga, I
think
should get
it's
a
more-
lawyer and I should get something else, too.
I think it's more of if the parents are around and your kid is living that type of life, you should be on that too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
not just for your, you know what I'm saying? If he ain't thinking about it, because I know my father was, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't as active as a lot of my friends, but he definitely had that shit on us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
because we growing up in a time where it was a possibility of that shit happening.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
it might not have had nothing.
It
to do
might
with
have
you.
nothing to do with me even doing anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It could have caught a bullet that wasn't even
Yeah.
meant for me.
Yeah.
But the touch back on what Tom was talking about a second ago about the funeral and shit like that. If you in a crew of niggas who are getting money, how hard is it for your people to go to them and, you know what I'm saying, get money to put you away? But that life insurance policy is for
For
your
your
family to
family.
live
Yeah,
after
for
you
to
gone.
live after-
So they
yeah.
a nigga send you off scandalous, you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga's
That's
funeral
true.
was rocking.
That's true.
But nigga, the next week, that nigga kids is wondering how they gonna get some chicken McNuggets, nigga.
Right.
That's true. Because I've lost some friends and uncles that our family probably didn't put a dime in.
Yeah,
on the
rest
funeral.
Rest in
You know,
peace
rest
to
in-
my
you know what I'm
cousin
saying?
Punkin right now. I did just have a death in the family.
Yeah, rest
So
in
rest
peace,
in
man.
peace.
Sorry to hear that, Brody.
Oh, you did? God, rest. Sorry to hear that, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
But yeah, man, life
don't-
insurance is important. But I think a lot of the parents should be like giving these teachings out to their kids. You know what I'm saying?
You got to think if they ain't listening to them about not being in the streets, a lot of shit they on. You got the nigga
Yeah,
that's
I
gonna
get it.
listen to certain shit, but you got some that just ain't gonna.
Yeah, I get it. But being that I said it, can't say you didn't know.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
'cause
you
I-
only gonna take what I, you know what I'm saying?
Like I'm saying,
Yeah, but being that I won't feel guilty about not saying it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Like I don't know if Blue per se was paying the life insurance on my grandma, but he had life insurance, but he died able to pay for his own shit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? His phone slapped that whole weekend so hard, like his shit was still going crazy.
Yeah, man. That shit, that's-
Well, yeah, like I said, I think it's more. It's even hard to even give him the game. I grew up where I had several older homeboys that gave me knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Now I couldn't even tell you. I could name I can't name two young niggas from my neighborhood.
right.
Not
So
that
much
I'm
time
close
went
to.
by.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Time
That,
went by.
you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the generation, the gaps are so different now because I don't even want the way they move now. I don't even want it around me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I can't even invite that around me to get them the game, to give them the knowledge that I was gave. You know what I'm saying? And I moved exactly like my older homeboys did. That was a given. It was almost torch passed. You know what I'm saying? I walked like them, I talked like them, I dressed like them. You know what I'm saying? I carried our flag or our neighborhood or our street or whatever we did. You know what I'm saying? Even if I grew out of it and went corporate or got a job, I still was known from where I was from. It's people younger than me from where I'm from that I can't even associate with.
Right.
But the time, like you said though too, the culture was different. Like when we was younger, we sat on the porch, and each year we took a step down.
Yeah.
Once to that we hit that one day we hit that sidewalk and. We was off from there.
Right.
Kids nowadays don't come out. So, but when you was outside playing basketball, hooping on that milk crate in the alley or throwing the football in the vacant field, the big homies they looked out for the little homies, like you know what I'm saying. But then they saw something in some of them that'd be like, you know, dog, yeah, he can go under our wing. But these kids nowadays they don't come outside and
they disrespectful.
Disrespectful than a
Ones that is outside.
motherfucker though.
That's what
Like,
I'm
it
saying.
make it
they-
hard to talk to the
they-
young niggas that disrespectful, man.
They grimy.
Yeah.
They in it for a quick, but you can't even take a young nigga under your wing nowadays too much. You know what I'm saying? Because in the back of your mind, like he might be the one.
Man, listen. Last year, We was just talking. We was sitting up here. We talking about. I was playing cards with some guys I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? One of my homeboys I play cards with. His friend got killed by 2 younger guys. The guys at the gas station asked for change. He said, "I ain't gonna give y'all some change, but I'll pay y'all a certain amount of money. Y'all come clean my backyard up." And the niggas robbed him and killed him.
Yeah.
When he was trying to do something right, get him some game. You see what I'm saying? That's why they even though all of them might not be like that, their generation is making the gap even wider. I don't even want that around me. Like I said, I got kids that age, bro.
Remember, I left the wood that year. My leg was still fucked up.
Yeah.
Went to the store to get some liquor. I peeped the 2 niggas standing out there. I'm like,
with sister,
but the whole people in the store was like, they out there and they talking about how these niggas plotting. The niggas had seen me. I'm limp. This was I just started back walking when I broke my shit. So I'm limping. They see the little glass and shit like they think they got one. Now I'm watching these niggas trying to flank me. I'm about to blow him. I see the other nigga coming around the car. He like, "Dog, you got some weed?" I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "No." But then I found out I just had like a tester, like some shit. I don't even know. I tossed it up in the air. The nigga looked up. I upped the mag. I'm like, "Man, tell your man." I'm like, "Dog, y'all boys be smooth out here, dog. Like a nigga gonna blow y'all." But he looked up at the weed. His man's trying to come around the car. When I upped the mag, his man's walked back around. I'm like, "Dog, y'all boys be careful out here, dog."
Yeah.
And I spared him because I could have took off on this nigga.
Right.
Yeah, that's how they move, though. They don't even be knowing that they really. It's crazy because some of the stuff we did go through, they kind of go through because they really be thinking that they know more than we know. Like,
so do you think like we like as older ones like it is a way, but we just ain't found a way to even reach these young niggas?
It is a way. I don't think the generation is just lost.
I don't think that either. I think it's a way, but is it like that the older people are starting to even be more afraid of they young people? Young blacks, like
this era is full of like snakes. It's a snake era.
Yeah.
So you can groom a nigga and think you got this my little nigga, this my guy, and give him all the game.
Yeah, I'm talking about just sit down and breathe on nigga and let him go on about his way. Hopefully that'll, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't talking about taking nigga to your crib.
So, but yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like big brother, I'm just saying, like, is it a way that we can reach him?
As you kick it with him, he already going in it, like, but this how we used to do it too, depending on who it is, like, here this nigga go. Like,
I'm gonna give you an example.
Right.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
DMX.
Yeah.
I honestly,
just a different deck.
I don't think it is. And that's crazy. I hate to say.
You don't think it's no way to reach these little niggas nowadays?
Not the ones that's in the streets. It's a way to reach them through what you doing, because you coaching, you getting sports. If they at your house or something, if you got them in your household, or maybe if they a close little cousin or something. But I really had strangers that taught me shit, dog. That had no blood relation to me. That'd be like, "Shorty, I seen you doing this. If you do it this, if you gotta do it and you gotta do that, do it this way. This will help you stay out of trouble." And I was like, you know what? And I'm gonna do it this way anyway. But then, and whatever he said, if I could use what he said, I used it. They not listening to you.
Right.
Like he said, you can't even. You can't. If you just pulling up and give them game, it's gonna be, man, I don't want to hear that, dog. Show me some money. And don't, if you have something and they know you got it, they gonna start plotting on you. They so stuck on shortcuts. It's ridiculous, bro.
But they don't have no respect for
this the microwave
nothing right now.
generation.
They want it fast.
Exactly what it is.
Fast,
they feel like if they
Popcorn
lose, they
niggas.
supposed to win.
Yeah.
Like we was taught how to lose. We was losers. We grew up and when you lost, we was told we lost. We ain't get. I ain't get no trophy for losing when I lost in the state championship.
Right.
Nigga, we walked home we got on the bus with mud and chassis in '98, nigga.
Participation trophies they give out
They
now.
get participation trophies.
That's
bro.
sad.
Everybody
That's
winners.
terrible.
That's sad.
And all they doing is setting them up to be losers.
Yeah, and because it ain't no striving for greatness if I still get a trophy. You know what I'm saying? You kind of
He'll be
limiting the
lost.
kid. You know what I'm saying? I just think about it like it just, you know, when we was coming up, we had like the rec centers and shit like that. It just ain't a lot. It ain't a lot for it ain't a lot for motherfucking kids to get into now. So they choose they idols is the niggas on the rap videos.
Videos,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
But
And
them
all that
niggas
retarded
is false idols too, though. Man, them niggas ain't.
Yeah.
But they don't
not living
understand that. They don't understand that. And not to even get off to go back to the topic. No, they think the money that the quickest lick they hit, they think they can do that 1,000 more times. They'll never want to get in life insurance and set somebody up to benefit off them losing
don't think they going nowhere.
because they don't think they're going nowhere.
They don't think that.
They
Yeah.
feel like they're gonna be undefeated, and
That ain't
it's
life.
like I said, though. They just
Yeah, for sure.
they have took everything we learned and they murked it all up. They turned the water and they took the dirt and us getting out the mud. They turned all that into just
But
straight
even
bullshit.
the sad part about that shit is that with that mindset of they think they ain't gonna, they gonna live forever. When we was coming up, you may have had a couple of friends that died young, but for the most part, we went to funerals. It was for old people.
Yeah.
True.
But these kids nowadays, dog, they had a funeral every other week for their little homies. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like, so
long-
how you thinking that can't happen to you though,
They
bro?
long living they friend that they grew up with in second grade.
But they don't even grieve the same because they expect this to
Yeah,
happen.
they
This-
expecting it.
This is supposed to happen. You know
And
what I'm saying?
that's just show even more ignorance.
Don't
That show
listen.
them even how even more ignorant that they are. That they'll never they just reaped all this benefits for all this free money. Now I know some older people that reap benefits from PPP and EED and all this. We ain't got to say no names, but
Right.
how many of them took and said, you know what, I'm gonna go get me a life insurance policy? Zero. How many of
And
them
you was
took
in the house for 2
How many of them
months.
took the money and bought their mama a house? Zero.
And you was in the house for 2 months.
When all that-
You ain't come
when
up
the-
with nothing. Just
When
in
the world
house for 2
opened back
months.
up, you went to Somerset. The Gucci line was wrapped around the motherfucking corner.
Man, I
The
wouldn't
Louis
see
line
something
was
like
wrapped
that.
around
Never
the
seen
motherfucking
nothing like
corner.
that in my life, bro.
Never in
Never.
my life, dog.
I'm talking about niggas instead of in line
Never in
for
my
an
life,
hour
dog.
to go in here to drop a bag.
Right.
We went to what's the restaurant downstairs we used to get the steaks from?
Alexander.
Man, listen, I have never seen that many people in there in my
That's
life.
crazy.
It was crazy.
I walked right back out.
Yeah.
I said,
they gonna be out
what
of
in
time
the
for that
world
shit.
is
Listen.
going on here?
That's
Yeah, it was
that's
crazy.
what's so crazy about the pandemic. Like, and you could tell who kind of dwindled off because you could see them stop being as loud and stop posting all the bread and shit. And then it kind of balanced out. But it's a lot of motherfuckers out here that got cars too that cannot fucking drive.
Oh, it's a lot of that
Oh, yeah.
rollover accidents. You see that shit like every 3-4 days, man.
Another thing.
Like,
Now,
that's
what
weird.
you ain't got.
No.
Just to stay on topic, you ain't
No
got no
life
life insurance, no car insurance,
Right.
ain't got no
No
health
insurance.
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 You ain't got nothing. You
That nigga
just
living a
drive.
no-fault life.
No fault life. Exactly.
Look,
No-fault life.
me and Uncle
That was
just talking
perfect.
about this.
Went right
You
back
know,
to the topic.
Down
No
in-
insurance.
Down in Georgia, they can tell if you got insurance by you riding by. They
Yeah, they can bing. They
yeah.
can bing you.
When
Yeah.
that shit get here, you know how many motherfuckers gonna be
If
in
they
jail.
even if they even want the shit here, like
Yeah.
bitch could get paid off so much bullshit, man.
Yeah, they
They be
might
like,
not want
that's
that.
we not even gonna.
that's an extra way to get money.
No,
though.
what I'm saying is,
True.
bitch can look at it like we not even gonna put the money into that. You know what I'm saying? To
'Cause
get
we
that,
know
like,
these niggas ride
like,
without
it's
that
just,
shit.
like,
They don't
it's-
have to run your plate down there in Georgia though.
Right.
They can
Hell
bing
yeah.
you. So like when you get when your car get like how you cross your car and they can tell your speed limit.
Yeah. It's
They
just
can
like
tell
the
it-
wines. You know, they
Yeah,
got
that's
the
what it
gun
is. That's what it
wines.
is.
You
That's
know, they
basically
wind
what it
the
is.
wire car
It's
and
a
see
wine,
who got
yeah.
a gun in that bitch.
I said they
You know
got
what I'm
what?
saying?
When he
Detect
was telling
lead,
us
you
that
know
when
what
we was down there, I was
I'm
like,
saying? Yeah, hell yeah.
damn, that was the man. That's crazy.
That
I ain't
nigga
gonna go
say
back
they
to that.
ain't nobody. They don't drive without license. They say you're going straight to jail.
Yeah, yeah, they don't do that smoking in the car shit like they do.
That's how it is in like in Arizona.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, you get caught with a DUI or driving on suspended license, like, nigga, they got a prison out there called Tent City, nigga.
Tent City.
You in a tent, nigga,
Oh,
in Arizona. That's jail, nigga. You in a fucking tent in the desert.
So it's like
So
they
what
like
about when
a
it
Mexican
rain and shit?
You in your tent, nigga. Shit.
Hold on, like how Scarface and them was when they was in the what's the name
And
camps?
the refugee camp. Shit crazy. Nigga, when kids used to live down there, he used to be telling me what that shit. I used to be like, dog, that nigga used to be terrified to catch a DUI down there, dog.
Who the fuck want to go
How
camping?
many of these-
Nigga, I ain't never been camping. You gonna make me go? God damn.
We talking about life insurance. How many of these kids got license?
Not many.
Damn, that's crazy.
But dog, think about it like this though. I started driving when I was 12, bro.
13 for me, 14.
14, I'm talking about, they giving me the keys.
Yeah.
Run to the
Oh
stove.
no, I wasn't getting the keys, nothing like that. We might
We was
have
getting-
took the car.
well,
Yeah, I was young as hell.
Nah,
13, 14.
14, the OG run. I need a loaf. She cooking. I need some milk. Go run to
Yeah.
Alphas right quick. Run
Yeah.
up
I know
Hamilton.
what you saying.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, shit. Back
Me and Kid
then,
was
they
definitely
gave-
stealing cars,
That's
though.
what I'm saying. Like the parents
cars.
back then, man, they gave their kids more responsibilities.
Yeah.
Write their numbers down. Go up here to the
Yeah.
store and play my lottery.
Cause
No, you too young to play the lottery. You just had a different type of responsibility. But you know, these
I
parents, they
feel
so
like a
close
lot
to
of
their
us, I
kids.
feel like a lot of us dropped the ball.
You know what I'm saying?
For real,
No,
the
doubt.
bridge and the gap. I don't feel like we should have
So-
put a lot of. I don't mean to cut you
Good
off.
luck,
'Cause
go ahead.
I don't feel like we should have put a lot of that generational curses on our kids. Now, it's a lot of stuff that we grew up with that just wasn't right. It's a lot of stuff, bro. But it's a lot of morals that we didn't teach our kids that's fucking this generation up. Because we went from it takes a village to don't nobody touch my kid shit. I ain't never believe in that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got my ass kicked by
See,
7
everybody.
See,
You know what
and
I'm
I,
saying?
And still had to go home and get another one.
and I agree with that on two ends. Like it do take a village, but nowadays you gotta worry about who in this
in the
motherfucking
village.
village.
True.
Yeah,
Now,
pedophiles.
That's what, and I
got
do
some-
agree with you on that too.
Just like old girl that just did that shit to that baby, man. That shit was crazy, though.
Right, and somebody
Listen.
entrusted you to. They brought their baby to you to
And that's
watch
the
them.
thing, like, so that killed a lot of the trust. Because how many
Yeah.
times we done seen babies
right.
being done
You
like
right.
that?
Right.
So
Right.
like it just kill a lot of trust. Like, you my friend, but how your mom used to say like, I'm outside with my friend, ain't your motherfucking friend.
My
Right.
grandma
You know what I'm
was
saying?
big on that. Like,
we
nigga, you
had a
got
lot of value.
you got 25 cousins, nigga. Your cousins is your
that-
friends. I used to
that-
be
one of
like,
my
okay,
homegirls-
grandma.
One of my homegirls, she said we enabled our children to be entitled.
I
Yeah,
believe
that's
that.
deep. We
I
did.
believe that.
We
because-
did.
And we can't
and one-
like it's
Yeah,
funny
but it's
because
reasons
I'm
why
looking
we-
at I'm looking
I
at
believe
these
that.
kids out
Yeah, I've
here
been watching
riding
these
their
kids. Yeah, I've been
bikes,
watching these
right?
kids since we've been in here.
But look
It's
at
a
their
reason.
area.
Yeah.
Look where they riding at. I
Yeah.
bet you they can't go off the block. We was
That's
everywhere.
a gate. That's a gated community.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they good in their gated community. These kids today. They own their game. They own their game and they own their phone. But I don't even want to be the one like how our parents used to go outside. You fuck around, and tell your kid to go outside, don't see him no more.
Maybe more shit. But I think a lot of the that grew up in our age group, you know what I'm saying? Like when we was kids, like it was more poor, right? So you as a kid, you started to have that shit in your mind, like, okay, when I have kids, I'm not gonna be living like this. I'm gonna give more because you start
That's
thinking about what you did.
we talked about that
You know what I'm
earlier
saying?
too, because we talked about
So
how
once
more
you-
of the
once you had
fathers
a
are.
kid, because parents were stricter. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, look, you ain't about to do that. You ain't about to do that.
Yeah.
So when you get kids, you say, well, fuck, I'm gonna lay back on the rules a little
Right.
bit. I ain't gonna. Not knowing that instilled you to be what you are today.
Right.
So now you choosing your son as to be a friend to you.
Yeah.
Your daughter is more of a friend to you. They talk to you
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come here. What, bro?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck is you calling
Yeah.
your mama, bro?
Yeah.
I remember
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I remember one time I had whooped. I think I had whooped Damari one time. He might have been about 5 or 6 years old. I tore his ass up. He's sitting there, he huffing and puffing, and he looking at me all funny. I asked him, I said, what's up, bro? You ain't my friend no more? He shook his head. He said, no. I said, don't you fucking forget it, nigga. I was never your goddamn friend. What's wrong with you?
Right.
And I was like, I ain't friends with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I never had to really, I don't know, like with my kids, I ain't have to do too much of the whooping or nothing. Like, I I guess I was good at tongue slashing their ass. They break down.
You
Like,
know, my
what?
father was cold at that. I say,
Yeah,
listen,
like most of the time you ain't gotta do too much beating. Like you gotta mean what you mean.
I ain't even say whoop.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
kicked my ass one good time, but I seen him kick so many other people, so many other people ass that I was scared of that. It's like the people I looked up to, like, damn, this nigga just beat my uncle.
But
ass.
I probably can count on. I probably can count on one hand
Yeah, you know, that's,
how many times I whooped each kid. But you know what I'm saying? Like after it didn't take constant beatings. Like I'm like I can give my niggas that look and they just know like daddy ain't bullshit right now.
I don't want it to go there.
because
I'm
you really don't.
fast twitchy
That's
to
not
anger.
Yeah,
you know
because
what
I
I'm
don't really
saying?
know how to
So
stop
I might
neither.
lose it.
You
know
just
what I'm saying?
and,
So
the, and the thing
hey,
is not
man.
to want them to
Yeah.
be expecting that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure.
I don't want. You don't want your kid.
I whooped all my kids at least once or twice.
Yeah, I ain't saying I ain't whooped them. You know what I'm saying? But
you got-
what I'm saying, I didn't make that you can get one, and the lesson you gonna learn from this motherfucker is like, okay, the next
then,
one ain't
like-
gonna be.
And it kind of
so
like we was
lovely,
talking
you know
about,
what I'm
like a dad. Like people thought I was thinking crazy about by me having all them girls. If I keep whooping them and everything, and I'm a guy figure that they love. How is it not gonna be okay? I'm priming them to be with a nigga that's gonna be whooping on their head.
That a man
start to
supposed to be
take it
hitting on them.
because he
Shit.
love it. You know?
Exactly.
Right.
He loved me, and because this what my daddy used to do to me. Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. That generational curse. With them generational curses, we used to pass that shit along, bro. We used to just be giving that shit to our kids, and our mama and daddy gave that shit to shit. Our drinking and gambling and our habits we got from them. You ain't pick that shit up off the street. You think you started gambling because that's something you like to do?
Right.
That shit was in your genetic code. You know what I'm saying? Boy,
So you don't even know.
you ain't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
In the
sure.
process of us thinking that we want to give our kids better, though, we really fucked our kids up more.
Yeah.
You know, we robbed them of
The morals.
grind.
of some morals and some of the grind,
and the
grind.
of just being a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some kid, as a kid though, you have to go through some hardships though. You gotta take some lumps, bro.
What we was talking about last week about the weather. It got 90, so they letting the kids out at 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Or no school.
Or no school.
Or no school. Or the snow.
Mm-hmm.
We walk to school in snow. They don't even have. They got snow day. They give the school accumulated amount of school snow days now.
Yeah.
We ain't had that.
Last week, my son's school sent a text message out. They said they came in, half the building had power, and it was affecting the AC. Can you please come pick up your kids immediately? AC? Nigga, I was in school with that motherfucking window with a book trying to motherfucking...
Y'all had windows in Highland Park?
I didn't go to Highland Park High.
Damn.
So
this
shots
nigga
fired now?
That nigga.
So
that nigga whipped that bitch out, nigga. Shoot out. Damn.
It wasn't like that. I just was curious.
Hey, but
They had a skylight in the atrium.
Oh, okay. I never been there. I mean, either. That was a legit question. I wasn't shooting no shot.
I was talking about elementary school still. Anyway.
I want to say my elementary school had air.
We ain't had
I ain't had no motherfucking air. I didn't even know what the fuck air was.
Did we have? You know what?
I'm gonna tell you what we did
But I'm
have.
definitely about to find out if we
We
had
had
air
them
in
big
Kosciuszko.
fans. We had
Air in
them.
Southfield.
Listen, we had them big fans.
I think Kosciuszko and Lester had
Look
air.
though, we had that big window like that open wide.
Pushed out.
That bitch kicked out from the bottom.
Hell yeah.
That
Put
open
that
wide
fan
like
back in
that.
motherfucker. Hey, you trying to
That
do some
kid-
work, nigga?
you got
blow
the
your
fan up.
blow
That
I got in trouble for throwing my book out the
I
window
was
one
about
day
to
doing
say,
that
listen.
shit, nigga.
The teacher used to make no kid could sit by the window
No
because
kid think
everybody
it
would throw shit out the
yeah,
window.
throw shit out the window.
I threw a book out that motherfucker one time.
Man, I doubt it.
Nah, I ain't about to say I had no air. in school.
I don't remember no motherfucking air.
Northwestern might have had air. Northwestern was advanced.
Hey, look.
Man.
So getting back on
Chassis
topic.
ain't had air.
Getting back on topic real quick. One of my homegirls, she just texted me. I mean, on the Facebook Live, she said kids don't have to work to earn things no more. parents and got the same phone as they 10-year-old kids got nowadays.
Dog,
story.
That is true.
True story.
That is true.
And these kids.
If I got an iPhone, you should have a Nokia. Like, I'm sorry.
My first phone, I had a minute
how
phone.
got the
You know what I'm
same
saying?
thing as me?
And these kids
first
have
phone.
Shit, I gotta go pay my son's phone bill when I get out of here.
and
too.
the kids
See?
and these kids
These
get
niggas.
now I still got clothes and shoes and stuff, but my father rewarded us according to who was the winner.
Right.
Now I didn't agree with this because I won a lot and my brothers and sisters used to be kind of like looking at me funny. You know what I'm saying? But my oldest brother used to be like, shit, I don't give a fuck as long as I got something. He was always with the, like, we had first, second, third, fourth place, shit like that. And he would be like, nigga, fourth place, I get 250. I'm straight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't take that. He was content with getting that. Not me.
Yeah,
I was
nigga,
like,
I wanna
I'm
win.
trying to.
It's
I'm
funny.
competitive at everything.
It's funny.
But like
they talk
kids
about in
kids
neighborhood.
getting F's and still getting J's.
No.
Yeah.
And see, that's
That's
what we
fucked
don't
up.
do. And look, they
Remember,
was,
we had that talk about the girls.
Taylor.
I tell your babies
one
you
of my
have to
kids-
get everything.
one
They,
of
when
my-
they come through the door,
Huh?
they cold.
What
They
happened?
be if they be on their shit, they supposed to get all everything they want.
Yeah.
This where we
but that's
bumped
what-
heads about the
that's what
coach.
I'm saying.
One of them didn't do what she was supposed to do, but they both go to the same high school, so they both wanted Canada Gooses. But only one of them got it.
Only one of them should have got it. I
You know
agree
what
with
I'm
him on
saying? But
that.
they were saying I should have got it and put it up till she did better. That wasn't a lesson.
Nope.
But see,
I agree with him.
one
But
that
getting
didn't
the
get
coach
it
wasn't
so
predicated
fucking
on them doing
nonchalant,
something,
she
though.
didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
She did not give a fuck.
that's what it be.
But when you made the decision to buy them coats, when they asked it wasn't predicated on if y'all get this
Good grade.
If y'all bring
They
home
needed
this
the coach.
How do you know?
Life in my house is predicated on rewards if you
off
do
of what you doing and doing right.
I don't get out here to bust my ass and do what I got to do to reward y'all and make sure
You
y'all
ain't
get
selling
what
me
I'm
on that
saying.
one.
right.
I do,
Yeah,
but like
so what I'm saying. Your
my
kids need coats.
My
Right.
She would've got a
they
coat.
coats.
So
she would have got
so-
Canada
so-
Goose though.
So
They
what I'm
have
saying, yeah,
coats.
that's
They
now
just
that's.
didn't have $1,000.
I'm not saying that
The
you
one
wrong
who got
to-
the best grades
to
would have
do
got
that.
$1,000 coat.
But what I'm
with
saying
that.
is like
I'm 1,000. I just this just
I
happened.
don't know. don't know.
I got the two boys that I got here. I got 6 altogether. Well, 3 stay at home. We got 2 down south. Well, the 2 that's active, they in the same grade. One of them stay on his shit. One of them is he's gonna do absolutely just enough to get by.
Mm-hmm.
I can't keep rewarding him for that.
No, I ain't.
You see what I'm saying? So now I'm
what
going to
saying
buy
is
them both J's
we need to
because
take,
he get
We need to take shit from our generation then, right? Okay. You gonna get your ass beat more than your brother. It's just that fucking simple.
Flat out.
I'm not about to fucking, cause them sibling rivalries be something
They
else
do.
too.
It
know
do.
What I'm saying?
You can turn it into
I got
the-
this,
yeah.
you don't got that.
Yeah.
Okay, well no, you gonna get that too. But you gonna get fucked up every other day and he not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
You know,
dog
just-
he bought $350 Yeezys and shit for his
It's
kids
not-
on the regular for nothing.
But let's say if they wasn't doing accordingly, is you saying that he's gonna do it anyway? Cause I don't
No.
do it anyway. Now they
I'm
might
gonna
get
anyway, but I'm gonna be fucking
Okay,
you
like,
up so
I can
much.
say that, like,
by
my
the time
kids
you
name-
put them bitches on,
I got Juan and Caden.
They gonna wanna wear them
Caden is
bitches.
a more he's going to be more of a people person. The Juan is going to take care of what he got to take care of now. Caden is going to try to delay it to the end. That's just what he gonna do. They ain't did no work in school for like the last 2 weeks. The grades went in Thursday. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that's his
look,
personality though.
all right.
His
So
brother
he
got
get punished for having a personality?
So let
Yes.
me change
Wanna
this.
know why?
Let me change this
because
real quick.
you only doing
So-
it. You only doing it so you figure you gonna get
we
something
grading-
instead of getting the best.
So if
You
we
just said your
grading-
brother grew up like that.
Are
He get
we-
it from his uncle.
Are we grading these kids on the same curve that we was graded on, right?
I do
School,
accordingly.
right?
I do.
So
I do
school.
sometimes. I ain't
Let's
gonna say
just-
accordingly. I
let's
said that
Let's take
wrong.
a look at school. Oh, you ain't doing so good in school. But we all know they ain't teaching the right shit in school.
That's true
right?
too.
Yeah, true that.
That kid could have like him, her. They mind could be on some other shit that by the time when they leave school, what was on their mind made them fucking millionaires. They ain't had shit to do with school.
Okay.
So as we still grading on that same curve that we came up in, is what I'm saying.
I do kind of, and the reason why I
You know they
say
teaching bullshit in history.
I say kind of because
that ain't the history you know.
I say kind of because he just don't do it. He like okay, say if they got 10 assignments to do, his brother go do all 10 assignments. His brother might not even get better grades than him. He'll do 6, get A's on the 6, and don't do the 4 because he know that it ain't. I'ma still get a B. I can't keep rewarding you for that.
but
my
listen,
nigga.
though,
You so smart.
he's
You
not feeling
stupid.
challenged.
Exactly.
No.
He not feeling
Exactly.
But
I'm
listen,
not gonna keep
he not
rewarding
feeling
you because
challenged.
you think
When we
you
was in
so
school-
smart. You
listen,
stupid.
when
You
we
see what I'm
was-
I
saying?
was like that in school.
No,
Exactly.
when we was in school, it was a lot more dumber kids when we was in school.
Yeah.
True,
These
but he
kids-
ain't dumb.
No, but listen, these kids that's coming out, these kids is fucking brilliant, dog. They right. A lot of these kids get bored in school,
Exactly.
man.
Yes.
They not being challenged enough.
Yeah, the challenge,
like I was saying
every time.
before, this last week, they had 100 assignments. He had 81 of them done. So he had 19 missing assignments.
Shit, what you want, son?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, no.
Now,
The
but like
only
I said,
thing is,
but like, okay,
only thing is, you
but I-
got to
like I-
find a challenge to
So,
to
but like I
make
said
you
to him,
finish that type of shit.
I said, are you confident that them 81 assignments is going to get you what we gonna be doing in the summer? Go get you what wine be getting? And he thought about it. That next morning, he was like, I should go talk to Miss Smith and Mr. Tcub. I forgot the other teacher name. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's a
because don't
challenge.
put your confidence in your 81 assignments that you completed. What if all of them ain't where they need to be?
He know they all where they need to be.
See, but he that arrogant.
He know that.
He is that
It
arrogant.
could be the challenge, man.
He is that
Everybody
arrogant
need
to
a
do that.
challenge.
He that
Everybody
arrogant
need
to
a
do that.
challenge.
And, but that like I'm telling him, if you get it all done, and if you do fail the 19, hell, the 81 saved your ass. But if you do the 81 and you fail 19, now where you at? 62, right? And what that get you?
Yeah, I think it's. I
That get
think
him
it's-
that big F word, right? 62s is F, right? But what's they D's?
D's,
I ain't
D
rewarding
minus.
that.
Yeah, I can't.
I
Yeah.
can't reward that.
Like that ain't even a good D.
I can't reward
You
that,
gotta
my
know how
baby.
to have a good D. 69.
Do the 100.
62.
Do the 100, my baby. Do all the 100. Do all the 100
Can't have
of
a
them,
little
man.
D.
Get them
You
over
gotta
with.
have a big
So he
D.
buckled down. He said, "I said, listen, because I'm not go. I'm past the whooping shit. Because that ain't the energy for me. I can't do that because I just
All right,
don't
well,
like
take it back to old school and put the books in the hands.
Oh, I do. We
Stand
do the
their ass
punishment.
up, put some
They get
dictionaries
on,
in.
but I just want
They'd be
you
like,
to
where
do
the
right.
fuck this dictionary even come from? Nigga, I was break the dust off
blowing
that bitch. This for you.
But no,
Where I'm
listen.
going with this? Nowhere.
I call the kids right now out the blue sometime like, oh, you know, what's been going on? How was school today? All right, you have homework. For some reason, my kids don't never have fucking homework. I don't get this shit. I like so.
homework
I like so.
obsolete.
What you
Yeah,
been?
that
What you
shit
been
over
doing
with.
since you been home? Chilling, playing a game, watch TV. Hey, my man.
Roblox.
Hey, my man. Go practice some math right now. Go read something.
Hey, but my daughter
Do
just
something, bro.
blatantly told me, I don't like school.
For real.
For real.
My
Like,
10-year-old told me that,
Get
bro.
the grades and everything, but it's something there too, man. Like I said, these kids different than us. See, they feel they got the option to say, I don't like school. I didn't have that option.
No, I
I
ain't
hated
had that
fucking
option.
school.
Imagine a 10-year-old telling
But
you he know
nigga-
right now he ain't going to college. He's like, listen, I'm not doing another 4 more years after I get out of high school.
school.
He telling me this at 10. He like,
That's
bro,
crazy.
But
I'm
listen,
like,
But
though.
that's how advanced
But
they
listen,
are,
though.
though.
They
That's how advanced they are. We was
understand
just
more
talking.
than
You was
we
on the
do.
phone. You ain't even hear us talk about Shawnee. I'm like, Shawnee go beat up.
That's what I'm saying. They understand more
She's
than
so
we
advanced already.
oh yeah.
Then
4 years of debt. That's
she
all you
got
taking on with
day
college.
genetics, and on top of having older siblings, she is soaking up.
She
the
soak up everything.
game.
She
You
is
see?
sponge.
Yeah, man. School.
They
something
gonna
different.
hate Shawnee by the time she get to their age. Cause she gonna have everything.
Everything
Hey,
they got
listen.
and more.
Listen.
Exactly.
So what's the alternative if they don't go to school? and they don't like school, what's the alternative for the kid?
I do tell them.
Trades or something.
I'm about to say I talk about trades. I talk about them.
There's nothing wrong with going to a trade school, picking up a trade.
I mean,
That's
talking
not
about
how
trade.
things work.
I would like them to go to both.
Or
get college and get a trade. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to work with your hands and your brain.
But listen, I ain't finna waste that $100,000 if he already know he ain't about to go in there and do nothing.
Yeah.
But we got to set up stuff for them to come into.
That's what I'm saying.
If we got a business for them to come into, like, listen, man, you could go to college, you could start a trade, or you could come in here and
college
I
is
could
debt.
turn this.
That's
we could
all
change the
college
name
is,
to your
man.
name. You know what I'm saying?
Learning how to come out of school in debt.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You going in that motherfucker thinking you doing something well, and you coming out in debt, and you don't know about credit.
That might
you
be
don't
the
know
coldest
about these
scam
loans.
ever
You
made.
don't know about nothing.
said what?
And so
That's the
yeah, a
coldest
lot of
scam
these
ever
young
made.
kids
What?
understand like that might not be
School?
for me.
Higher learning and jobs might be the two coldest scams.
Go to HBCU.
Who get rich? Who you know
Where they
got rich
teach
from
more
working?
shit.
Who went to work and got rich?
Nobody. Listen, we going through a contract negotiation right now at work, right? So they got the shit up on the board talking about what they was gonna post. Our brother Mel, we standing in the hallway. Everybody in there
I
reading
could
this shit.
just hear him.
So everybody in there, that nigga say, listen. This job was never gonna get you niggas rich in the first place. Nigga, you
Flat
supposed
out.
to have a hustle outside
Flat
of here.
out. Flat
Fuck y'all
out.
standing there looking at the board, man. Fuck, nigga.
out.
Who y'all thought
Flat
y'all
out.
was gonna? Was this y'all retirement plan?
Yeah, and it do be, and that's sad.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's sad. You telling me
That's
right now? And you
brainwashed.
telling me right now? I'm 40 years old. I got to work 22 more years for I can even sit down.
No,
22. Yes,
Hey,
yeah,
it's
62.
25.
62.
I mean, I'm talking about what is it, 64, 65
It's
to
62.
get your
It's
buck
62
in.
now.
But that's if you
To get
handled
your
your
full-
But that's
It's 62.
That's if you handled your
Like,
business
You know
though.
what I'm saying? Like that
Right.
shit
That's
crazy.
if you handled your business.
Right.
You
That's
might
if
at
you
62,
put it all
you
in.
might
You
not
might
have
even
enough
have
money
it
to pull
all.
up to sit down. You might still gotta go in that motherfucker.
So that's why we ain't learned about IRAs and all that type of shit when we was 21.
Yeah.
That's sad.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you'd have knew about an individual retirement account and you started putting money in that motherfucker at 21, you get to 62, it's a better look. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by when I say we learning.
Or the 401k,
we learning at
man.
the age that we at. You know what I'm saying? And not teaching, you know what I'm saying, what we learn to the youngins that do work. And, you know what I'm saying? Just try to get them some game.
I do
to get up out of that.
orientation every week for new hires. I'm seeing a bunch of 18, 19, 20-year-olds coming into the plant right now. Jump on that 401k as soon as you get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do y'all match?
telling
Do y'all
them
match?
that?
Yes, the company match up to 6%. You can put in as much as you want, but the company only gonna match you up to 6% at the end of every year, bro. When you come in the door, put that 6% in there at least, bro.
But that's what I said. Another position that you in. You a rep. You in that position to give them that knowledge. Don't, even if they not listening, just keep saying it. Eventually it'll click. They go get older. If you got to tell them from 19 to 25, if they there that long,
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying?
that's the thing. Just give them the word. I know they probably ain't listening.
Yeah, just keep
But
giving them the
being
word.
that you said it, it's like,
Yeah,
can't say you didn't know.
I can't say I didn't tell you, bro.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
told you for 6 years,
Can't
nigga.
say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So,
Cause
yeah,
I wish a motherfucker would have told me about a 401k when I first started. I ain't know what the fuck that shit was.
nigga, I ain't.
By the time I jumped on it, I'm like, nigga, you know what my shit's supposed to be at right now?
And then nigga leave the job and take the money out that motherfucker. And now you gotta start all over
you gotta
instead
start
of
all over.
rolling that
Roll that
shit
shit
over.
over.
Roll it over.
You don't need that
know
right
what I'm
now.
saying?
Roll it over to the new one.
Yeah, because that's your end of work money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's what
That
it's
ain't the money
right.
you want to see right now.
Yeah.
That's your end of work money. You know what I'm saying? Or investments or shit like that where they got it now where you can, you know what I'm saying, invest
What
401k. and
What I
shit
hate
like that.
when I start talking about the 401k to some young nigga, what is it? I explain it. Man, I can save my own money. You can,
No, you
but
can't.
you're not gonna
And
do
no,
it
you
though.
can't. No,
You
you
can
can't.
do
No,
it,
you
but you're not
can't.
gonna do
And
it
no,
though.
you cannot.
No, you cannot.
And that's
Nigga, you
something
know,
that they ain't-
motherfuckers always say I can save some money until
it
you
come.
know where that money is that you was saving.
What them old folks say that money burn a hole in your pocket.
That's like being a truck driver. You could either do the W-2 or the 1099. Now, the 1099, they don't take no tax out your check.
But
you
you
just
gotta
got to
pay
pay
it.
your tax at the end of the year. A nigga cook yourself.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
But you would be end up owing like a motherfucker.
You cook yourself. You not putting
End of the
money
year
in for
too?
that.
Yeah.
If you really
Burn your ass
if you
up.
really get some money on that shit and you do that, you'll fuck yourself over.
Damn, nigga had to open up a motherfucking account or something.
Yeah.
I ain't know,
just put money in
you
it.
can do that
Just
with
drop
as a
it.
truck
Yeah,
driver.
yeah.
So you
Yeah.
basically employing yourself then.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I ain't know
Independent
that.
contractor type shit.
Even if you getting a check,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Independent contractor type shit.
That's
Yeah,
fresh as fuck for real though. But like you said, you could still hang yourself. But I didn't know you could do that. Though. That's
Nine out of 10.
That's life. though. You
1099
always hang
form
yourself.
But
that's an independent form.
9 out of
That's a-
10 niggas gonna cook themselves with that shit though.
9 out of 10 niggas gonna cook themselves with a W-2. They gonna take that motherfucker to a tax motherfucker they don't even know. they gonna
Damn,
they
I ain't know
gonna
that.
do dumb shit
That just
anyway.
made-
Like,
that just gave me
W2,
even
I
more
really
incentive
don't
to
even
want to
fucking
do
know.
this shit.
I'll give us 8 out of 10 on the W2. That 1099, I'm gonna go 9 out of 10.
Hey, let a bitch come on Instagram and say, I'm getting motherfuckers back.
$52.
And then they gonna be in that DM like, hey, where I gotta come to? I can give you this shit over Snapchat or some shit. That niggas don't give a fuck.
Like,
I'm
nigga,
gonna say I can get you
like,
the most.
nigga, you made 100. You made 100, but she gonna get you back 70,000. Come on now.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. Let me see if she can do it.
Them numbers sound glorious. I'm on it.
Insane.
So what's the moral of the story, man? I really think it is selfish.
It is, man. The moral of the story, man. Listen, if you out here and you move in a group, and however you move, have a contingency plan, man, for your people
sure.
who here if something do happen to you, man.
Sure.
Don't leave your loved ones holding the bag for once you gone. If you done partied
Yeah.
and did everything you wanted
Yeah.
to do in life,
No
bro.
GoFundMe, no
Yeah.
fish fries, and all that buttons, and we got to
Yeah.
do all this shit.
You should feel embarrassed in death that they may got to sell a dinner, sell a plate to try to put you on the ground when you was the top
sure.
nigga in the hood.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
Fully.
You brought shame amongst this family at this point.
Because the
Definitely.
object is to, I mean, not even to go out how you lived, but you still want your shit to show it. Then it's half-assed. We had to do the bare minimum because we had to do this. That ain't how you was living. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, funeral will be a month away.
All that jury
Or
gotta
like
get
how
pawned.
like you said, like man, my grandma and them ain't pay a dime for Thomas' funeral or old Doug funeral. But shit, what about after that? You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, they was grown ups, but Thomas was a kid, but Warren was a grown up, but still, like, damn, that's you left them parents with a burden. You know what I'm saying? They ain't getting nothing out of that.
So yeah, man, get out there, man. Look at some life insurance, fellas. Do that
And
shit
it don't
right,
cost
man.
that much. Y'all drink and smoke more than it costs a
Swear to
month.
God.
You spend
Definitely.
more money on spilt liquor. I know you
Definitely.
have.
Swear.
Just get you some life insurance, man. We out of here, man. See y'all next week. Like, share, subscribe. Check Up Boys Podcast.
Follow us on YouTube.
And on Instagram at Check Up Boys with a Z. If you got something to say, you put it in there and shit.
what else?
Anything to discuss, man. Let's do it.
Roku
Fish,
TV.
two fish,
Yeah, podcast it.
Podcast
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
blue fish.
If you need sponsors or whatever, hit us up on the Instagram or whatever. We'll be happy to put that shit out there and get it popping like that.
Y'all need me in the feature.
If you want
No,
to come
they-
on the
they
show
don't-
and talk some shit with us,
Yeah,
you
if
feel
you-
like you got something to say,
You got a
hit
topic
us
for
up
us?
in the Instagram.
Hit
Let
us
me
on-
know about
yeah,
it.
hit
We
us
on the
on
flow
Instagram.
with it. We on the flow with it.
Don't call with no bullshit though.
Man, please.
Don't be on the inbox of
I won't
Instagram
be
on some
using-
bullshit.
I won't be using my podcast voice when you Check Up Boys. We out of here, man.
Peace.
D-nigga. Wouldn't you like to be a D-nigga too? And do what the D-niggas do. Walk in a D-nigga shoes. If you think that